Hello everyone and welcome to Yosi Kingdom. My name is Yosi and today I'm going to be talking about the amazing woman you want to be. But before I go on, this video is sponsored by one of my brands, which is Creada Multi Services, focused on empowering women, and we do this by providing amazing, awesome domestic workers such as nannies, maids, and elderly care providers. We believe that once one domestic worker is hired, two women are empowered. So I'll leave a link in the description for you to contact us to get sorted by getting amazing, awesome domestic workers. And we can also train your domestic workers and verify the identity, address, guarantors, and health of your domestic workers to ensure that you are safe and your family is safe and secure. Now to the video at hand, the amazing woman you want to be. So let's get started. The first quality of the woman you want to be is a woman of value. This is a woman that knows her value and she treasures it with all of her heart. You cannot entice her with anything, with any pleasure, with any riches and anything for her to lose her value. Her value is very precious to her. And what are her values? Her values are that she's a woman of love. She's very loving in whatever she does. She's so caring, she's so thoughtful, and she treats others like herself. She's a woman of joy. Wherever she walks into, everybody wants to be in her company. Why? Because she has so much joy within her and she brings out that joy in all of her dealings with people. She's a woman of peace. She doesn't just like to get into unnecessary altercations and arguments and fights. She loves to have peace and she loves to bring peace to wherever she is. She's a woman that is patient. She's not someone who always is in a haste, who is always trying to beat people at a queue, or who is always just trying to have her way, but she knows how to patiently wait for things. She's a woman that has goodness and kindness in all of the dealings that she does, and she's so gentle in the way she speaks to people and in the way that she acts. She's also a faithful and loyal woman. This is the woman that you want to have as your wife, or you want to have as your spouse, or you want to have as your client or business partner, because you know that she's going to be faithful in whatever commitment she has with you. If it's work, she's going to be faithful to whatever agreement that you have as partners. If you're a client, she's going to be faithful to her promise to you and to her dealings with you. If she's your spouse, then you know that you can sleep knowing that she's going to be faithful to you. And this is a woman that has self-control. She doesn't let anyone determine how she acts. She knows how she acts and she has a principle for how she acts. So no matter what no matter shenanigans that you bring to the table, she knows how to respond in the way that she wants to respond, with meekness, with kindness, with respect, and she will not change her character for you. She's always well within herself to control how she talks, how she thinks, and how she acts. And that is the woman of value. And she's a woman of integrity. Whatever her dealings are, it's always full of integrity. She's just. She doesn't treat people shabbily because of maybe their status or anything, but she treats people justly and fairly, and she's righteous in whatever she does. And that is the woman that you want to be, a woman of value. Now, the second quality of the woman that you want to be is a wise woman. This is a woman that uses wisdom in whatever she does. She uses wisdom in whatever she thinks and whatever she does. Before she makes any step or anything that she wants to do, she will think deeply about it. When she wants to talk to people, she's very wise about the way she talks to people. She talks to people with kindness, with gentleness, with respect. She doesn't just instruct or correct or counsel people however she likes, but she uses wisdom in whatever she does. And that's why people want to listen to her. That's why people want to respect whatever decision that she does or makes, because they know that she's a wise woman. She doesn't just talk anyhow. I remember having a client who was saying something about how she wanted to hire a domestic worker from the agency, and I was asking her about why the last domestic worker left, and she said the girl said something about she's always shouting, and she was like, well, I'm a shouter, I always shout. If you annoy me, I will shout. And I was like, no one wants to work with a person who is always shouting at them at every slight mistake that they make. That yes, they can make mistakes that could be quite annoying and you might not like that, but even in that, nobody wants to be shouted at. People want to be talked to with respect and with dignity in how they communicate whatever thing, whatever even anger or whatever aggression that they have, they want to communicate that with respect. So that is a wise woman who knows that she doesn't have to shout to have her way or to shout so that she can be heard, but she is very wise in her dealings, and that's why people respect whatever decision that she makes. So the third quality of woman that you want to be is a trusted woman. This is a woman that is resourceful. She's someone that you can trust with your things, knowing that she will properly account for them. She doesn't treat things like, because it's not mine, so I can do whatever I want with it. No, she treats things like it was hers. So if you have a business agreement with her, you know that she's going to take it very seriously and treat it with the best of her ability. She's going to be resourceful to and very accountable to account for everything that she does. She doesn't just want to do things shabbily or anyhow just because it's not hers, but she treats it with the best of the skill that she can muster to do the best by you. And she's not a gossip. She's not someone that will be going left, right, and center to be spreading the gist that you told her in confidence. No, she's going to be very respectful of the information that you provided for her, and give you whatever advice that she wants to give you, but keep your information to herself, not spread it to the whole world, and reveal all of your hidden secrets that you're interested into her care. And she's someone who makes wise and good decisions, and that's why you can entrust anything with her, knowing that she'll take care of it well. The fourth quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman that is organized and forward thinking. This is a woman that plans before she just does. She doesn't just do things however she likes, but she plans things effectively, and that's why she's able to maximize every minute of every day, because she knows that she wants to make the best use of every of the time that she's got. She wakes up early to plan for her family and to provide whatever they need. For example, as a woman who has probably children and a husband, she wakes up pretty early to make sure that she prepares them for school, gets them their breakfast, also packs their lunch so that they can have something to eat during break time, and also make sure that they have everything that they just need, and also for her to get started with her day on time and be able to attend to all the things that she has to attend to, because she knows that her time is split into several things. She also knows that she has to take care of herself. She has to look out for her health and for her spirit, so she makes sure that she wakes up early to exercise, to eat healthy. She also makes sure that she's there for her family, for her parents, for her siblings, for her children, for her husband. She also makes time to also focus on her career and her business, make sure that they thrive, and also to care for the community. So she knows that for her to be able to do all of these amazing things, she has to plan herself very well so that she doesn't leave anyone hanging. So that is why she's a very forward thinking person. She doesn't just go with the wind, but she plans ahead so that she makes the maximum use of her time. And the fifth quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman who is hardworking and business smart. This is a woman that loves to work. You don't have to tell her to work for her to want to work, and to work diligently and smartly. It's not about physical labor and any of that, but she's very smart in whatever business that she does and whatever work that she puts her hand to. She knows how to calculate things properly. She knows how to make smart business decisions. She knows how to take her business from one level to the next, and to ensure that her business goes far and wide and makes the most revenue as much as possible, because she utilizes every of the resources in her care, and she's very diligent in whatever she does. And that is why she's very successful and very wealthy at the end of the day, because she makes smart and wise decisions, and she knows that she doesn't know everything. So instead of her forming like as if she has all the knowledge in the world, she knows how to entrust all of her decisions and all of her thoughts and whatever plans that she has into the arms of God, who is the creator of the world, so that he can give her direction into what to do. For example, if you look at what has been going on with all this coronavirus and its impact on the government, on the economy, and so many things, it's very hard for you to rely on your own understanding, because that has failed a lot of people. So that is where the knowledge of trusting everything in God's care, to know that he's the one who will direct your right. And this wise woman knows this, and that's the woman that you want to be, someone who is hardworking and business smart, and knows how to trust her decisions and everything that she does with God. And this leads me to the sixth quality of the woman that you want to be, a woman that is futuristic and wealthy. This is a woman that thinks about the future. She doesn't just do things based on now. She knows that yes, she has amassed a lot of wealth in the process of working hard and being business smart, but she knows that wealth comes and goes. So if she wants to preserve her wealth, then she has to make smart decisions and she has to be futuristic. So she invests in good investments. She buys land and property so that she can preserve her wealth, so that it can go to herself, her family, her children, and generations after generations after generations, so that she's able to preserve the wealth for a very long time. And this way, her children and her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren call her blessed. And then is the seventh quality of the woman that you want to be. This is a creative woman. This is a woman that is very good with her hands. She doesn't just say, okay, I have a 9 to 5 and that's it. But she's very creative in everything that she does. It might just be that she's good at design, or making sure that everywhere looks good and amazing. So that's great. She's someone that maybe she knows how to cook, knows how to bake, knows how to sew, knows how to do several different skills. So whatever skills that are endeared towards her, but she has a creative side to her, and that is what shines even outside of maybe a 9 to 5. And even her creative skill makes way for her in terms of even wealth, and that's why she's able to use that creative side to bless herself, bless her children, bless her family, bless her neighbors, and just be a great blessing to everyone that comes around us. So she's very creative, and that is the kind of woman that you want to be. The eighth quality of woman that you want to be is a dignified woman. This is a humble woman. She doesn't make a lot of noise and she doesn't seek for attention, but because of the glory of the values that she has and her wisdom and everything that's just about her, she brings about honor for herself. People just want to honor her and respect her because she's a great woman. Wherever she goes, even if they don't know her, for the fact that she just sits there for a few minutes, they begin to see and hear the wisdom, and they begin to want to respect her and put her in a place of authority. She doesn't just sit in very weird places where they don't make any impact, but she sits in very important places where they make smart decisions, where they impact things and do positive things wherever she is. So she doesn't just go to unnecessary places, but she goes to places where she can make positive and relevant impact. And that is why she's dignified wherever she goes to, and that's the woman that you want to be. So the ninth quality of the woman you want to be is a woman that knows she needs help. This is a woman that knows that if she's going to be great, or if she really is a great woman, she knows that she cannot do everything by herself. If not, something is going to suffer. So she knows to get help at home and definitely at work. So even in her home, she knows she needs to invest in quality help so that she doesn't leave anything to chance, and that she's very, very successful at home. So she invests, and the key word is investment, because getting great help is an investment. To get professional good help that can be there to assist you in the care of your children and the care of the home, so that even when you are not around, you know that your home and your children and your family are in great assistance and great help. So she invests in getting quality help, and she doesn't just leave things to the help to just handle everything for her. No, she knows how to allocate the task for each of our domestic workers, so that they know what they need to do per time, and she knows that she has a firm grip of what is going on in her home. She doesn't just leave it to them for them to run it for her, because she's still the boss in her home. So she knows to hire a very good quality help, and she knows to get that from Creada Multi-Services. And also, even at her work, she knows that she needs to invest in getting great workers that will do amazing job and take her business to great heights. So she knows that investing in great help is a big deal, and she knows to do that. And that is the kind of woman that you want to be. Now, the 10th quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman that is helpful. This is a woman that, although she has amassed a lot of wealth, she doesn't just keep it to herself and her children and her generation alone, but she knows that she needs to help as many people as possible, because she's not called to amass wealth for only herself. So she knows to help the needy and less privileged around her. And she realizes that those who need help are not just those who are begging on the streets, but those who need some form of assistance in several ways. They need counseling, they need investment, they need opportunity, so that they can, get and be able to sustain themselves. She doesn't just, give them money, but she also teaches them and empowers them to create wealth as well. So she is someone who impacts people and blesses people with her resources, with her influence, with her connection, and she's just a very wonderful and helpful person. And that's the woman that you want to be. She knows that she needs to invest in great things that will be a blessing to a lot of people, and that's what she does all the time. And so the 11th quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman who knows that she has to marry rightly. So she makes smart decisions in deciding whoever that she marries. She knows that she has to marry someone who is smart, who has the same values as her, who has the same, ethics and moral sense like she has. Someone who is hardworking, who makes smart business decisions, who is futuristic, who has all the qualities that she really has. Someone who she knows that if she marries rightly, it's going to affect her life and even generations down the line. So she doesn't compromise on that because it's a very serious matter. She doesn't just say she wants to marry whoever just proposes to her or whoever is showing her attention at the moment, but she knows the kind of person that she wants to marry, and she's ready to wait for that kind of person. She wants somebody who is a person that sits in important positions and important places to make smart decisions, not someone that is always just sitting down making unnecessary talks and just wasting time and precious resources, but someone who sits where it matters, who is a leader, who is a king in all sense of the word, in terms of being a leader and leading people in the right direction, who is a king in terms of ensuring that right policies are made, right decisions are made for his family, for his community, for the world at large. He votes rightly, he listens to important information that impacts his life, his community, the world at large, and he is just someone who is really smart about whatever he spends his time to do, and wherever he goes he gets honor, just like her, who is always a dignified woman. She works and she has a man who is also a dignified man. Wherever he goes he has respect, because she knows that if she doesn't marry well, he's going to drag her down and she will not be able to submit to him, because it's going to be a lot of problems for her to submit to someone who is not smart, who is not futuristic, who doesn't make wise decisions. It's going to be a lot of problem which will not be very good for her, and that will end up even bringing her down or hindering her growth and her expansion and all of the great things that she can achieve. So it's super important for her to make smart decisions in terms of who she marries, and that is a very wise woman, and that is the kind of woman that you want to be. Now, to the 12th quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman that is good to her husband. This is a woman that honors, respects, and submits to her husband. She knows that he is the head of the home and she's ready to submit to his leadership. Yes, she believes in equality of the gender and all of that great stuff, but she knows that in her home the man is still the head and she's ready to submit to his leadership according to the way of the Lord. She's going to respect him, and that is why she makes a smart decision in the kind of person that she marries, so that it's easy for her to submit to him, to his leadership, and to respect him and honor him. She's someone who would encourage him in whatever he does, make sure that he's making the right decisions, talk to him and help him in whatever area that is possible. And she's always there to comfort him, because she's the one that would get to see his downside or his vulnerable sides, and she's there to always be a comforting arm and a comforting person to him, to be able to comfort him whenever he needs comfort, and to be there to encourage him, to make him the best that he can ever be. And that is the kind of woman that you want to be. Now, to the 13th quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman who raises her children well. This is a woman that knows that raising her children well is a very great responsibility. She doesn't just leave it to anyone to handle for her. She doesn't just leave it to the care of the nanny or the maid or whatever, but she handles that herself. She makes sure that her children has the right manners, has good personality, have very good respect and morals and values, and she transfers her morals to them. Those are great, amazing morals and ethics and principles. She also instills them in her children, not forcing them to have that, but she knows how to mentor them and shape them into becoming very great people with great morals, with great character, with great values and everything. And that's why her children stand out among the rest, because she has made the time and the effort to build them into becoming great people. And she knows how to encourage them and help them to discover their skills and their talent and their purpose in life, and so that they can do the best that they can and to do the best that God has created them for. And that is the kind of woman that you definitely want to be. And to the 14th quality of the woman that you want to be is a woman that is praised. This is a woman that is praised by her husband and her children because she has done diligently with them. She has done well by them. She is not someone who just focuses on work and neglects the home, or somebody who focuses on the home and neglects the work. She knows how to make a good balance and to take care of what matters. And so her children call her blessed. Her husband praises her. They love her. Her parents love her. Everybody that is dear to her loves and respects and praises her because she spends time to be of great impact to them and to be there for them and to help them. And so she's a very well praised and honored woman, even where it matters most, which is her immediate family. She is very well respected and honored, and they call her blessed. They praise her that she's the best woman in the world to them, and that is why she is an excellent woman. And the final quality of the woman that you want to be is the woman that fears God. This is the woman that knows that even though she has all of those amazing qualities, if she doesn't fear God, then she has lost it. So she knows the very importance and great importance of fearing God, and she does so because she knows that that is the foundation of everything. And if it's not laid on a solid, great foundation, then everything would crumble. Just a matter of time. It might not even be in a generation, but it might be generations down the line. So she knows that it's very important for her to fear, honor, and respect the Lord and to depend solely on Him. And that is what she does. And God is pleased with her. When God hears of her, when God listens to her, when God sees her, He just happens to say, this is my child in whom I am well pleased, because she does diligently in serving and worshiping and reverencing God. And that is why He is always happy with her. And all of these amazing qualities of the woman that you want to be can be found in Proverbs, particularly Proverbs chapter 31, which talks about the virtuous woman. Says, the virtuous woman, who can find her? For her price is far above rubies. That means her price, her virtue, her honor, our glory, and everything is better than the precious jewel that you can ever get, because she is the best thing that you can have. So as a woman, I'm sure you want to be this kind of woman because you want to be praised, you want to be of great importance, you want to make impact wherever you go, you want to be amazing at every corner and every aspect of your life. You want to make sure that all aspects of your life is handled properly. And for you as a man, you want to have this kind of woman as your sister, as your mom, as your girlfriend or your fiance or your wife, as your aunt, and all the amazing women that are around you. So what I would say is this: ensure that you share this video to as many amazing women that you care about, so that they can know the qualities of the kind of woman that they want to be, and so that they can strive towards being that kind of woman. And I want to see all these women who have watched this share their amazing process in developing to become this woman in every sense of the word.
And don't forget that this video is sponsored by Kriava Multi Services, providing awesome domestic workers for those in need of them. And you can contact the agency to get sorted. Thank you.